Okay, so now we are going to have a look at SPM writing part 2, which is another writing. It is a guided writing, where in guided writing it will consist of 20 marks overall. Alright, so how to do this? Let's have a look. For the first one, step 1, you need to analyze the question. As usual, we are going to analyze the question. We have to know what the question wants. So first, read and understand what is required by the task. What does the question want you to do? Okay, what you need to write. And then, underline the keywords in the situation given to you. After that, highlight the 3 points required in the prompts. Okay, you will be given 3 points for you to write about what the question want you to explain. And then note the tense used. Okay, after that, pay attention to the limit word, which is 125 to 150 words. For step 2, you need to plan your response. Okay, you have to decide on an appropriate style, whether it is an expository or descriptive or persuasive. Alright, after that, decide what to write for the introduction. Alright, so you have to think of an introduction for the question given. You may take some information from the question given to be used as your introduction. And then after that, brainstorm for ideas. Okay, this is for the 3 prompts. Okay, 3 things asked by the questions. Okay, and then after that, make notes using keywords. Okay, you need to do some elaboration. You need to brainstorm on the word, on the sentences given, the 3 points given. So you need to think how you are going to elaborate for each point, what you want to write about. Okay, step 3, write your answer. Here is the real deal. Real deal where you write your full essay. So first, write in an appropriate style. So you need to choose from the 3 just now, and then write a brief introduction. You have to write at least 3 paragraphs. Okay, at least 3 paragraphs, and then begin with a short introduction, followed by points for the first, second, and third prompts. Okay, use cohesive devices. We are going to have a look what are the cohesive devices later. And then use the correct tense consistently. Don't change in the middle of answering the question. And then end with a short conclusion. Okay, your conclusion must be simple and short only. So now for the cohesive devices, here are some examples of cohesive devices. You have sequencing, adding, illustrating, comparing, qualifying, and contrasting. Alright, there are examples for each given to you in the picture. So for sequencing, there are first of all, secondly, third, next, and so on. And then adding, you have and as well as, moreover, furthermore, in addition. Okay, for this one, you use when you want to add some points or example, or you want to give extra explanation. And then after that, illustrating. Illustrating here means you want to give example. Okay, you can use for example, for instance, such as in the case of as shown by. Alright, and then after that, when you want to compare something, you can use similarly, likewise, as with, like, equally, or in the same way. After that, qualifying. Qualifying means the same thing, you want to compare, but you want to show that that thing is better than the other one. So you use but, however, although, unless, except, apart from. Okay, so you want to tell that the other is better, or it is a better idea to do something else. Okay, and then contrasting is where you want to show some contrast. So whereas, alternatively, unlike, on the other hand, conversely, nevertheless, and however. So you can use all of these cohesive devices when you are writing in connecting sentences, connecting ideas, or starting your sentences. After that, you need to use a simple conjunction to connect phrases and words. Okay, conjunction here you used to connect phrases and words. Okay, you're going to give two ideas or more, so you use this. You can use since, yet, and because, for, but, until, however. Alright, these are some example of conjunctions. Okay, there are three types of essays that you can write inside directed writing. So we are going to look at the first one, expository essay. So in expository essay, you will have introduction, 3 body paragraphs, and a conclusion. So in introduction, you will have thesis statement, and then capture attention. Okay, here you will need to give a statement, and then you need to grab the people's attention for the introduction. And then for the 3 body paragraphs, you put one idea per paragraph, and then you should have appropriate transitions, and then you need to give supporting information. As for conclusion, you need to restate the argument of the question given to you, and then you need to summarize facts, and lastly you need to propose the next steps. Okay, this is for expository writing. Next is descriptive essay. So what is a descriptive essay? So a descriptive essay that asks the students to describe something. For example, object, person, place, experience, emotion, situation, and others. Okay, so descriptive essay means you need to describe, you need to give description, you need to explain of the situation, of the emotion. Alright. The last one is persuasive essay. Persuasive essay is a type of academic writing where you use logic and arguments to convince readers of your point of view. Okay, you need to write about an argument or about a topic, and then you need to convince people to believe what you are saying. And then you need to use solid evidence such as research, stating facts, examples, or quotes from experts. Okay, this is where you write something serious. For example, about death toll brought by dengue disease, for example. Okay, so this is a persuasive essay. You need to persuade people to acknowledge your point, acknowledge your arguments. Here are some reminder for you when you are writing directed writing. So you need to read the task carefully and underline important points, and then make your writing easy to read by introducing the topic in the first sentence of each paragraph. Here are 2 examples of directed writing that you can have a look at. I hope everyone will do better in your